Hi and welcome. My name is Johnny Fergan. I'm from All Total Coaching. I'm the author of the book How to Be a Man, What Your Father Never Taught You. This is Man Cave number 1, part 2 that was in Sydney in late October. Our next meeting is on the 1st of November. Anybody that would like to attend, it's free. Email me please at john@sosdating.com. Let's continue part 2.
Hi, I'm Mario.
Mario, yes Mario, tell us about the issue you'd like to talk today.
It's obviously not an issue that pertains to me, but I've found quite interesting. I've been doing a bit of research on it. So recently, when I've come across a lot of claims like online that say that up to 30% of Western men are not the biological father of their children.
Yes.
Like the issue of paternity fraud.
Yes.
So, I mean, just as an example, I saw this YouTube video, I think it was on BBC, or there was a guy who had cystic fibrosis, and he found out later on in life that he had cystic fibrosis. So what that meant was that he wasn't actually able to have kids, but he had a wife, and he seemingly had, I think, like 3 kids.
They weren't his.
Yeah, apparently they weren't his, but he found that out years later.
What do you want to talk about, please,
Well,
Mario?
I think like a lot of feminists were saying, but it doesn't. They were trying to say you shouldn't complain, like it doesn't change your relationship.
Let me just say something.
I think like the University of Melbourne did a study back in like 2005 or whatever, and they said the highest paternity fraud could be like 4%. And even in those cases, they were saying it doesn't change your relationship to the kid.
No. Well, let me just say on this topic one thing.
Which is the joke.
There is a lot of paternity. A lot of kids today grow up with a father that is not even their father.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you percentage-wise, but I made research on this. Now, I'm not saying to you my research on this topic is conclusive. No, but I do believe a lot of kids grow up with a father that is not even their father.
Yeah.
Okay? Because a lot of women, and in the book, The Female Brain, on page 83, it says, and I quote, "A woman will look for nurturing men to raise small children. But once the children get a little bit older, a woman has got an urge to mate with men with better genes. Once the family home is secured, they have a biological urge to mate with other men." Don't take my words for it. Read The Female Brain by Luann Brisdale. This is not me, this is a woman wrote this. Women, when they're ovulating, they have got an urge to sneak behind your back and sleep with men. And you have no idea. It can happen whilst you're at work, whilst you're driving, whatever. And you SMS her, the phone's off. Women have got an ability to hide things like we men don't. Now here is a secret that you all need to know. When a woman asks you a question, she looks in your eyes. Because when women speak to another woman, they say, "Did he look at you when he spoke to you?" So next time you lie, not that advocating lies, but she talks to you, look in her eyes and don't flinch. So if you do lie, that's up to you. Do never move your eyes, because if you flinch, you know you're lying, number one, and if you go short or guilty. So make sure you hide all contact, and my opinion is, what your opinion is, deny till you're blue in the face. Now, I'm not advocating affairs, but if you do something, keep your mouth. I rest my case. Now, I don't know how much percentage, but a lot of men grow up without a father.
Yeah.
The problem is, once you live with a woman, those kids are going to be named after you, and you're going to pay for the kids one way or another.
So they're at least 18.
But look, I do believe it happens much more often, and the reason I'm saying this, because of this book, you should highly recommend you read it. It will blow you away.
You mentioned that book in your book as well.
I mentioned this in the book, and I will tell you one thing. Once you read this book, you will literally drop your jaws. Now, I've studied this extensively, and I can show you can see the highlights of the book, okay? Because I've studied this in and out. And I can tell you there's been times where I read this book, I could not believe what I read. And this is what the media are hiding to. Now I want to say this To clarify, I don't hate women, I love women. But I want to say something. A woman will hate you if you're not in control of your emotions. You're not. Don't have a purpose, you don't know how to keep your mouth shut, and you don't lead. If you keep giving her the decision making, she will hate you invertedly, because a woman biologically wants to go to the superior man. What's the superior man? Violent? No. Superior man is making decisions, has a purpose, has a vision, knows, doesn't let her breaking down. The moment she breaks you down, she conquered you, she loses interest. And the reason women sleep behind other men and have kids behind their backs, because the man was weak, not financially, emotionally. And the moment a woman knows you're weak emotionally, she won't tell you. Like our friend mentioned earlier, she won't tell you. She'll plan it way ahead. A woman will speak to her committee, and I speak about my book and my committee, and they will speak to that committee and plan way ahead, 2 to 3 years behind your back. The moment she can monkey branch onto another man, you're gone. Okay? Because once a woman perceives you, or me, or anybody for that man, as a mangina or a weak man, she's looking for the alpha male. It's a biological urge. If you look at the monkey kingdom, there'll be a superior male monkey that will go and mate with all the monkeys. But there'll be, over time, these new monkeys or younger males that will challenge his authority. The moment they succeed in dethroning him, they will kill the babies of that male and they will mate with all the females. We are really animals. The only difference is we think we're not. We are. By default we are. When you look at history, we are. But the only difference is we wear suits and we're supposedly more intelligent. But in every one of us, there is an element of animal. And women are no different. Although we led to believe they're beautiful creatures, because you and all of us have been brainwashed by the biggest lie in humanity. Feminism and the feminist media. And if anybody doesn't believe me, The Female Brain by Luann Brisden. Please read it. I promise you it's the best 25 bucks you've ever spent in your life to understand the female brain and understand what is hidden from you. So let's finish this topic and let's continue. There's a lot of kids that grow up without their real father, and how do you think, if you think this is the case, you have a right as a human being to check where your father is. Yeah. Okay, we're going to continue. Next, what's your name?
Mario.
Mario, yes.
Yeah.
Tell us about your issue, please.
Yeah, I come out of a 24-year marriage and it was an ugly split up and cops involved, ABO. I never had problems with police and that, but it was a horrible situation that. I swore I'd never get married again. I've got a friend that he's got, to me, a great relationship. He's got his place, she's got hers. They meet up weekend, they party, they screw each other, silly, and they have a great time. Once during the week, they get together. They both go home and they both say, this is fantastic, it's a great relationship. I thought, that's exactly what I want. Now I've met someone and she said to me, we're married and like, oh, I want to get married one day and I want to do, you know.
Off the air, over the phone, I already spoke to you about this topic, so yeah. What was the question you want to ask, please, Mario?
Okay, the question I got is, they play mind game, wait, I'm just trying to get this out. They manipulate you and slowly you're saying, I think I've just...
They stir it up.
Yeah, and they slowly get it the way they want it.
How does he gain control?
Okay, yes, how you get control? For starters, you have to stand on your boundary. You don't tell her no, because when you say no to one, it's conflicting. It's conflict. Yes, sweetheart, soon. So this concludes the second part of the series of Man Cave Sydney number 2, part 2. If you'd like to come to our next meeting that will be conducted in Sydney on the 1st of November, next to the CBD, please contact me personally at john@sosdating.com. Thank you very much for listening. I'm your friend, Johnny Forgan. For books, for our book, How to Be a Man, What Your Father Never Taught You, links below, 30-day money-back guarantee. Thank you very much. Speak soon. Bye-bye.